Humans have been experimenting with color for centuries. Color is something that interests me in how we use it in our daily lives. And one of the things we're going to talk about with women artists here at the Toronto Outdoor Art Exhibition is the use of color and how they use color in their art and its impact in their lives. On this episode of Extraordinary Women TV, I'm Shannon Skinner, host of Extraordinary Women TV, and today I'm speaking with Lindsay Zier-Vogel. So Lindsay, tell me, what are you doing here in the art exhibition? I mean, what's your project?
I'm here doing the Love Lettering project. So it is a community arts engagement project where I get people talking about what they love about where they live. It's curated through the Art Now project that's involved with the Toronto Outdoor Art Exhibition. So instead of just buying or looking at the beautiful art that is here, and it is quite extraordinary, I'm asking people to engage with what they love about the Toronto art scene. Write this inanimate thing in a love letter, and then hide the letter for a stranger to find, to really spread the love about the Toronto art scene here.
So, Lindsay, what inspired you to start the Love Lettering campaign?
The project started 10 years ago. I was sitting in a park with a friend when we were writing love poems, and we just happened to have airmail envelopes in our purses. So we decided to pop these letters into these airmail envelopes and hide them for a stranger to find. There was something really magical about that. You know, who would find it? How would it interrupt their day? How would it sort of intersect with their lives sort of idea? So that's where it started 10 years ago. And since I've taken it to the UK and asked people all over the UK what they love about where they live. I was just up in the north with a project up in working with youth in the far north. It was a lot of fun.
North.
The Yukon and Whitehorse, Yellowknife, and in Fort Smith in the Northwest Territories.
Does Toronto need more love?
I think every city could use a little more love. Always, it's so easy to think about what doesn't work in a city. It's so easy to see the holes in what is frustrating, and I think that it's always a really great exercise, no matter where you are, no matter how long you've been in the city, whether it's a few days or a lifetime, to think about what really works in your city. And in this case, to really think about what works in the art scene in Toronto. It's so varied, it's so huge. I mean, look at this. It's just such an enormous display of everything that is good in this city, artistic-wise.
How does color play into your love lettering campaign? How do you use color?
The project that I have, I use these airmail envelopes that have the red and white, very distinctive border on them. I think that the envelopes really stand out because of this red and white piece, as opposed to just a white envelope that, you know, usually is a signifier of a bill or some sort of unwanted mail. So in that way, the blue and white and red really sort of is distinctive to the airmail envelopes that I ask people to hide. And in the project, when I'm asking people to write letters, I have all these amazing papers from the Paper Place. They were a donation from the Paper Place and from Coach House Books. So people have this huge range of colors to play with and to cut up and to use in the little art pieces they've made.
And now, the Good to Know Minute. And now it's time for my Good to Know Minute. What would be your top success tip that you would like to share with our viewers?
That's a big one, and also a small one, I think. I would just say just do it. I mean, it's so easy to just say, oh, but I haven't thought it through everything, or oh, it's just not a big enough idea yet. And I think that the best ideas start as really small ideas, and it's just that chipping away and letting it really find its feet and letting it really grow into what it should be, and being aware and attentive to what's the feedback that you're getting. And I think that that's the most... That's what's really worked for me. Like, this project started with a friend and I sitting in a park, and now I've been doing it for 10 years and I've been able to travel all over the world with it, and it was just by letting the project sort of lead me as to where I needed to take it next.
How does this sort of fit within your everyday living? Like, how can you survive off writing love letters?
I also do a whole bunch of other things. I don't just write love letters, though that would be a dream come true. I also work as a novelist, I work as a writer, I do freelance gigs. So it's one of many things that I do. As a writer, it's really solitary, and it's not a lot of hands-on sort of material work that I do. It's a lot of typing into a computer, saving a document, and doing that over and over and over again. So this project lets me interact with people, with strangers all the time, which is so fulfilling. It lets me work with paper. I'm also a bookbinder, so it's so much fun to be able to get my fingers sticky and get out the scissors and get people who maybe haven't used a glue stick since they were kids to re-engage with that part of themselves.
Well, thank you for speaking with us today, Lindsay, and I wish you all the best with your love lettering campaign.
Thank you so much. Take care.
If you would like to be a guest on Extraordinary Women TV, visit our website at extraordinarywomentv.com. I'd love to hear from you. Follow me on Twitter at Shannon_Skinner or on Facebook at Extraordinary Women TV. I'm Shannon Skinner. Join us next time for another episode of Extraordinary Women TV.